Yo, what's going on guys, I'm back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can post unoriginal content and make thousands per month with TikTok. So previously I made a video just like this one and the feedback was insane. You guys seemed to absolutely loved it. You seem to have avoided all of the unoriginal strikes and seem to make a lot of money through clips. Therefore I'm back with a part 2 with a new improved version with even more sauce. When posting unoriginal content, you want to consider what you're actually posting. Of course you can do your David Goggins, your Joe Rogan, your Kai Cenat clips. However, just know that these are the most saturated ones. Therefore you may see more success choosing someone that's slightly more low-key and upcoming, maybe a new podcast that still has the potential to go viral, or a new creator that's still going viral but who's newer onto the scene. This way you'll see better performance due to less competition and is more likely to not get any unoriginal strikes. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using some Kai Cenat motivation clips to show you exactly what you need to do in order to avoid all unoriginal strikes and still get paid. Okay, so I'm briefly going to go over how to choose which clips you want to use for your video, as I did previously mention this in the other part. However, I have a new approach to it as well. So firstly, for this tutorial, I'm going to be doing Kai Cenat motivation. So I'm going to go ahead and search this up and find pre-existing viral videos. We're going to be reusing these clips, and even though these were uploaded 6 months ago, they still have the potential to go viral again because the content is still relevant. This is much more efficient than going out and finding your own clips, because we know that these already have the potential to go viral. And with the editing tips that I'm going to provide, you can actually go ahead and even surpass the numbers of these videos because we're adding our own spin to the video. Now, one thing I quickly want to mention is that I'm hosting a free class that's going to teach you absolutely everything you need step by step on how to make money with TikTok, whether that's through the TikTok shop or the Creator Awards program. I'm going to have the most in-depth, detailed free class ever. This free class is going to be a one-time thing. I'm never going to be doing it again, and the content and information I'm going to be teaching within this class is going to be worth thousands of dollars, but I'm going to let you guys know it all for absolutely free as a one-time thing. So make sure you go ahead and register, link in description. So I'm going to recommend using multiple different podcast clips or different videos in each TikTok video that you want to post. This is going to reduce the chance of getting an unoriginal strike because a lot more is changing, and it's also going to boost the retention of the viewer because there's more changing and that keeps them more engaged. So for example, we're going to use this podcast right here where he's wearing the green and pink, and note what he's saying in each clip. So as you can see, this one here has 1.3 million views. We know it can go viral, and he mentions grinding stage. So when we look for this podcast later, this is going to be key. I'm also going to go ahead and use this podcast right here where he's wearing black with a white beanie. And I'm also going to go ahead and use a clip from this podcast where he's wearing the red Nike Tech Fleece. Now what you want to go ahead and do is find the right podcast. The first clip we were going to go ahead and add is going to be this green and pink one. So let's go ahead and find this. As you can see, it's right here. We'll open this in a new tab. And you just want to go ahead and copy this link. Then you want to go ahead and go to this website called Tactic. And this is going to allow you to get a transcript from your YouTube video. So go ahead and paste this link in and get a video transcript. Wait for this to load. And as you can see, it comes up with every single timestamp where all the different things are said in the video. Now remember, he said grinding stage. So what we're going to go ahead and do is click Ctrl F on our keyboard, go to grinding or search grinding. And as you can see, here is where this is said. It can relate to when you're in your grinding stage. And this is within the 11th minute and the 19th second. So now we can go back onto this video. And as you can see, he says grinding stage there. So we've already found the exact point that we want to take from this video. And now what you need to go ahead and do is screen record this part of the clip. Once you've gone ahead and done that for your first clip that you want to include in your TikTok video, you can then do that for the other clips or the other podcasts. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this for this part of this podcast, and also go ahead and repeat it for this part of this podcast. But then you want to go ahead and go to this website right here called Audacious, and you want to go ahead and drag and drop your clips on here. And what this is going to do is remove the metadata of the videos. This is what TikTok uses to pick up any unoriginal content, and by removing it, we're going to be able to get a clean file that's not going to be as detectable by TikTok. So this is very useful to do for all your videos. Once you've uploaded it, just click Get My Clean File, and it's going to automatically download this onto your computer for you. Note you can also do this on mobile as well. Once you've prepared and got all of our clips ready, we can now hop into CapCut, and as you can see, this is what the final product should look like. It's not too busy, it's not too messy of a timeline, so you can recreate these videos in literally 10 minutes maximum. I'm going to teach you exactly how you can get to this final product. Now, one thing I want to mention is all the assets that I'm going to be using within the editing process of this video is going to be found in my free Discord linked in description in the resources section. As soon as this video is uploaded, you'll find it right here, and it's going to have a direct link to a Google Drive where you can access all of the editing stuff that you're going to need in order to recreate these videos. In addition to this, it is also the best online active Discord community in order to be making money online with TikTok. And I'm also in here in chat answering everyone's questions whenever these guys have any issues. So make sure to go ahead and join, because I myself am also extremely active. So firstly, you want to go ahead and drag and drop all your clips from the podcast or the video into CapCut, as you can see I've done right here. and then we're going to be making some slight changes before we add anything else. Firstly, you want to go ahead and add this filter onto every single clip. It's going to be the fade filter, and just add this onto every single clip. And this is going to take out some of the exposure, take out some of the colors, and make it more suitable for a motivational or podcast type video. As you can see by the video here, it looks a lot better. One thing to note when I've added my clips in, as you can see, we do not fill up the whole screen, and this is very important. A lot of people, when they add their clips in, they drag it all the way up so it fills full screen. You don't want to do this. You want to make it more of a square, and this is actually more of a trend for podcast clips at the moment as well, so your video performance will do better through doing this. In addition to this, make sure you have the TikTok aspect ratio on at 9:16, so it's a vertical video. Now we're quickly going to go ahead and mirror some of the clips. As you can see within your video, you're going to have some clips that are shorter, some clips that are longer. So it's important to make sure that the longer ones are definitely mirrored. The shorter ones you can keep originally though. As you can see, by mirroring it, it actually flips the video. It doesn't make it look weird or anything, it still looks fine and very, very easy to watch. But what it will do is make your video a lot less detectable for TikTok's AI system that checks whether your content is original or unoriginal. Now when it comes to actually formatting your TikTok video, the main important clip is the first one. You want to use one that will be a great hook. First statement will grab the viewer's attention, they'll get sucked into the video, and then we can go ahead and use slightly longer clips that build a bit of motivational explanation. But this is just a great clip to get the viewers engaged. So just make sure when you're adding your first clip in, this one is really going to hook the viewer in. Okay, so next up we're going to go ahead and add an overlay. This is in the Google Drive like I mentioned before. That can be found in my free Discord, link in the description. And we're just going to add this. I've already made it over a minute long, but you can just drag this down to fit the size of your video. And then you want to increase the size so it fits the size of your clips. And then you want to go ahead and go to the blend section, go to the mode and set it to screen. And as you can see, this will add this sort of film dust effect on top of all your clips. If you guys are considering taking TikTok more seriously, then I highly recommend you join my premium Discord, linked in description. As you can see by the results on screen right now, this is what the members have managed to produce, from being stuck at 200 views every single video to thousands every single month, with the help of my one-to-one support, the coaches, and you're also going to be given the best new niches with full tutorials on exactly how to make them. Next up, we need to analyze where we want to implement some stock footage. This stock footage will cover the screen and it's going to make your video a lot less detectable, and it's also going to boost the engagement and retention rates of your video because more is happening, more is changing, but you want to make sure that these clips are relevant to what's being said. So for example, let's go ahead and play back some of the clips here.
Slow motion is better than no motion.
So here he's talking about progression. Slow motion is better than no motion. So basically, having good progression when you're grinding. Another one is within this first clip.
It's like that hunger is different, but people don't
about hunger. So that can be maybe a clip that's showing dedication. And what you can go ahead and do is go ahead and go onto our website. We're going to be using Captions, and this in my opinion is the best place to get stock footage. So for example, in that first clip, he's talking about hunger, dedication. I'm going to go ahead and search up dedication right now and see what kind of clips we can find. And as you can see, just from scrolling, we've seen videos of people working hard. What else resonates with working hard? You can go ahead and use one of these videos if you like. Maybe something such as studying could work. Another thing he mentions is all the things that will come after a lot of hard work.
You feel what I'm saying? All that gonna come after, bro.
So what you can include here is maybe a sense of luxury. So we'll go back to Pexels and we'll go ahead and search for luxury. And this could be anything like cars, house, whatever. And as you can see right here, you've got all of the videos. This one right here seems perfect, so we're going to go ahead and download that, and this will download straight to your phone or computer for you to go ahead and use in CapCut. So once you've gone ahead and find all of the stock footage relevant for your video, you can go ahead and import them into CapCut, as you can see I've done right here, and then we're going to be putting them in the right places. So let me go through the first clip as an example.
When you in your grinding stage, like
as you can see right here, he's talking about the grinding stage. So what we're going to go ahead and do is use a clip that is corresponding to this that we found of Pexels. I've just found this one right here. This guy's studying, obviously working hard. So this works perfectly well. Then you're going to go ahead and crop this down so it's not too long, and we'll play this back. That's perfect, just a couple seconds on the screen. And whilst this is still selected, you want to go to the animation section and apply an animation. And my favorite one is going to be the swing right, and you just click on it, and as you can see, your video is going to transition into place. Then for the transition out of the video, we're going to be going ahead and using a film mode. Now this is also in the Google Drive, and you just want to go ahead and drag and drop this on top of your clip, on top of your Pexels stock footage. Then you want to go ahead and go onto it, and you want to go ahead and resize this so it fits the entire screen. And then we're going to go ahead and go down to the blend section, and we're going to make this a screen. Now when we play this back, as you can see, it goes back into the original clip from that clip. And as you can see, this also covers the whole screen with a bit of orange. It's a complete change, and this is going to make your video a lot less likely to be detected by TikTok as unoriginal content. Once you've applied this for your first clip, the stock footage and the film burn transition, you can now add the other film burn on top in between each podcast or video clip. So here we're switching from this podcast to the one where he's wearing red. So what we're going to go ahead and do is add a transition in between this. And we're just going to copy the same process by scaling this up, going ahead and adding a screen, and then we can go ahead and play this back. And as you can see, that transitions into the next podcast clip, but we can go ahead and repeat the process. As you can see, this editing style is relatively easy. We're just copying and pasting assets across, and it's very seamless. It's very enjoyable to watch. It's going to boost the retention and the overall performance of your video. As I'm just repeating the process here for each of the clips, some of your clips may be landscape. You go ahead and do the exact same process, but you just increase this just so it covers the podcast clip. And of course, go to your animation, add this thing right in, and make sure that each of these sort of stock footage clips are lasting for about 3 seconds at least. And once it's been on the screen for about 3 seconds, again, we can go ahead and cut it, delete the rest, copy our film burn over, put it on top, and then we're good to go. Copy the other style of film burn over, and we can put this on top of the next clip. Then play this back.
If I'm being completely real, like not everybody's gonna be able to, make it.
As you can see, that's perfect right there. We have the clip of, the casino showing a bit of luck, how Kai is suggesting that people need a bit of luck to make it in life. Then we're just transitioning in between this stock footage back to the original clip, and then another transition into a different podcast clip. Now, once you've gone ahead and repeated this process for each of your clips, you should be good to go. One thing to note is if you have a very short clip like this one right here,
Once you get that in you, it's just you can't stop.
that clip there is very short. It's only a few seconds long. You don't need to use the stock footage for this clip. But what I do recommend using for a clip like this is actually editing the audio. The audio is another thing you want to be careful of when, reposting unoriginal content on TikTok, because they can just pick this up, from a different video that's already been uploaded if the audio is the exact same. So we're going to go ahead and click on our clip, go to audio, and on the voice filter section, we're going to go ahead and apply echo. Then we're going to go ahead and mess around with the settings. I recommend lowering the quantity for about 25 and the strength for about 20. When we play this back, his voice will be echoed, but this basically is altering the audio so it's not exactly the same as the original video. So let's play this back quickly.
Once you get that in you, it's just you can't stop. If I'm being completely,
As you can see, it echoes the audio, and this actually adds a really nice cinematic effect to your video. Now that you've added your stock footage in, obviously all your clips, the dust overlay, we can now go ahead and move on to music. Now going on to TikTok here, as you can see, what you want to go ahead and do is find videos or find trending sounds within your niche and download them. Don't go ahead and upload your video to TikTok with no audio and then add the audio within the app. You want to go ahead and download these beforehand, and this is going to improve the quality and the success of your video not getting an unoriginal strike. So I found this sound right here. It's got almost 90,000 videos, so it's pretty trending. And then you just want to go ahead and go to this website right here. Once you're on this website, SSS Tick, you can just go ahead and paste the link in here, press download, and then download this as an MP3. And once you've gone ahead and done that, you'll have your audio in here, and you can just drag and drop this right underneath your clip and make sure it's fit to size. Then you want to make sure this is also quieter. So I recommend putting it down to around -25 decibels. And when we play this back,
when you in your grinding stage, that hunger is different. But people don't understand that,
as you can see, this video really is coming together very, very nicely, and the music adds such a big difference. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is add our captions. We're going to go ahead and drag over all of our clips, go to the text and go to the auto caption section and generate these captions. Now that we've gone ahead and added our captions, we can now edit these. It's very important that the style of captions you use show about one word at each time, as this is literally scientifically proven to boost retention as people stay engaged for longer. So if you have CapCut Pro, that's fine. I don't even have it myself, and I've still managed to make thousands of dollars with TikTok, so you really don't need to buy it. We're going to go ahead and scroll until we can find a style of caption that shows one word at a time. So I've just grabbed this auto caption style right here, as it shows one word at a time, which is exactly what we want. Then we can go ahead and edit the font on this, which I highly recommend doing. Don't use the default one. You can just go ahead and literally scroll through some of the inbuilt ones in TikTok and just use something that seems, relatively aesthetically pleasing, something that is quite clean and simple. So we just scroll through a little bit. Something like this one here literally works perfectly. And then we're just going to go ahead and reduce the size, maybe something like 12, and make sure that this is over our video. Then you can go ahead and mess around with the styles, add a little bit of shadow potentially, or just keep it clean like so. I think a little bit of a border looks great. and that is all it really needs. It's pretty good to go. One extra thing I want to make clear is do not use a watermark within your videos, as TikTok may pick this up as, you know, a watermark from a pre-existing sort of establishment on YouTube and think that you're stealing the clips from them, even if it's your own text. So as you can see with all these clips here, we've actually removed the watermarks. We've, you know, cropped them out from the video. Usually they'll be in the bottom right corner or something, but with this method here, there's no watermark shown. And in addition to this, don't add your own watermarks as well. People can't actually steal your content on TikTok, because if they just downloaded it and re-uploaded it, they'll be marked for unoriginal content. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go and drop a like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. I really do appreciate it. Again, I highly recommend you guys sign up to my free class, link in description. It's going to teach you absolutely everything you need to know in order to make money with TikTok, whether that's through the TikTok shop or the Creator Rewards program. I'm going to be spilling everything in there, so make sure you go in and sign up before it's too late.